So United Way in Ashland County, because all United Ways are their own 501c3. So we're our own standalone organization. And I think when people hear United Way, they think that because it is global. It is like United Way worldwide. So, but we pay a membership fee to them, which helps with just marketing, and, kind of sharing resources, that kind of thing, but we are our own. So in Ashland County, what that means is that we are fundraising to support really important partner agencies in the community who are solving issues related to income, health, or education. And so they're the ones that are the boots on the ground that are working, providing mental health services, homelessness, addiction services, food. Obviously during the pandemic, that's been one of the things you want to make sure that the income insecurity and food insecurity, that people are getting fed, that there's housing, those kinds of really important basic life needs are being served by the community. So we fundraise on an annual basis. We raise about $850,000 so that we can then get those dollars out to partner agencies. They have to apply for funding, and that's on an annual basis, and then they provide the services over time. So what we do in the community is very important on the front end, but it's even more important when they're doing the service provision. So we have 14 partner agencies, 24 programs that we fund, and we are grateful to walk alongside all of those agencies because they're really fantastic. We do a lot of special events in the community, and we have a tiny team, so we work really closely together to kind of work through projects and any problems that might have come up. So typically, we're having community meetings, or we're out talking to employers, we're talking to donors, but now there's Zoom meetings, and we're just trying to keep healthy and safe and do the best that we can. My leadership style is to, we talk about what the things are that we need to do, but we have, like I said before, a tiny team, but they are really good at what they do. And I really try to set what my expectations are and my vision, but I stay out of their way so that they can do the things that they need to do. I'm not a micromanager, which makes for I feel like we've got a really good working relationship in the office, because when they do need feedback or have questions about things, we come back together, or we work through problems, but they work through their own projects, and that is very helpful as a tiny team, because there's things that they have great skill sets for, and I don't need to be hand-holding anyone. They do what they need to do. Now, most of the agencies are, settled in Ashland City, but they're providing services across the county. And I think that that's one of the things that I want to, make sure that people understand and focus on, that we're United Way of Ashland County. We are serving Ashland County residents. So we are taking care of our own. We want to make sure that people are getting what they need in the community. They're not in every community, but Ohio, I think, has 80 United Ways out of the 88 counties. So regionally, we're very well covered by United Ways, and everyone there are threads that are very similar, but every county has its own personality and its own culture and its own geographic makeup. So you don't want to look exactly alike, because you need to serve your community the way the community needs to be served, and that's going to look a little bit different based on your population and makeup. It's really important to us as an organization that people are getting those basic needs, for sure. There's been, a lot of people are struggling. We want to make sure that they're staying in their homes. We don't want people displaced. So we have agencies that are really working to make sure that utilities are staying on, that rent's being paid, and that, that they're able to get food to their families. Because when people can do that, then they're more able to access jobs and employment and the other things that they need to do to live really healthy lives and to thrive. So those are important to us. One of the things that is important to us is childcare. So we have funded childcare most recently through Olive Tree Care down in Loudonville, because if you are going to work, you need to make sure that your children have a safe place to stay. All of the agencies are providing really important services. Mental health, again, the pandemic, we keep bringing that up, but people feel disconnected, and you need to make sure that they're taking care of their mental health and that they're not dipping back into addiction and those kinds of things that can be really life altering and just take you right off course. It's the most rewarding professional experience that I've had. I mean, it's an honor to lead an organization like this. When they interviewed me for United Way, they said, why United Way? And I said, not United Way, this United Way, because it has had such a good reputation in the community of being a leader, being at the table where some decisions are being made, and then also, providing the community with what it needs. And that's an important role, and it's something I take very seriously. So I'm honored to be leading this organization. We don't serve clients. That's not what we do. Those are served by our partner agencies, but we're a no wrong door organization. Somebody calls us and says, I am really struggling right now. I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent. We have them on the phone until we can get them connected to where they need to go. So we run employee campaigns that usually start in September of every year, and so the bulk of the fundraising happens through our businesses in town. So they support United Way by saying, yes, we are going to run our own internal campaign. They explain to the employees why it's important for them to participate and support the community, and then they a lot of times will make donations through payroll deductions through their company, and then the company sends the checks in. The companies in town are really philanthropic, and they're really engaged, and they want to make sure that Ashland gets what it needs. And because we're United Way, we then serve a greater group of agencies that then can really help the community at a wider level. So we're really thankful to the community and to the business who participate in our annual campaign. So most of the dollars come through that. The fundraisers are extras. I mean, it also counts towards campaign, but that's more like fundraisers and trying to get people to understand what United Way does while still having fun. I have a board of directors that I have many bosses. So we have about 15 that sit on our board of directors, and they are the ones that are the last answer for United Way of Ashland County. I run the daily operations, but they are also helping set strategy and vision and make sure that we're all doing the things that we need to do. And we have a really great group of dedicated volunteers who give their time to United Way and their expertise, because when you have a board and you're putting them together, they're really smart people, and you're trying to tap into the things that you don't know so that you can gain information from their skill set too. I think you have to make it your own. I mean, I think that when you come into a role where there's been an executive director for a while, and we had a fantastic executive director prior to me with wonderful reputation and great, relationships in town. And there's a lot of pressure that comes with that too, because you're stepping into big shoes and you can't be that other person. You have to be yourself. And so for the next person coming in, they should keep what's working really well and do things that work better. I mean, I want for United Way to be the best that it can be. And so somebody's always going to need to improve on it. It can't stay the same. It would have a ripple effect across the community if we didn't exist.